A very good afternoon to everybody. Myself Surbhi Kumari from class 12th PCM. Today I am going to represent a presentation on the topic Future of Science in Astronomy under the contribution of Chandrashekhara, and this opportunity was given by VIT Bhopal and I am very grateful to them. So now let's start the topic. One of the greatest original astronomers of all time, Samantha Chandrashekhara extended and enriched the scope of Indian astronomy by virtue of his practical observations on the night sky. His full name is Maho Upadhyay Samantha Chandrashekhara Sinha Harichandran Mahopatra. However, in Odisha, he is popularly known as Pathani Samantha, a nickname given by his parents on account of their first two children having died in infancy. Let me tell you all how he began his journey in early days to become the greatest astronomer. Although the exact date of birth of Samantha Chandrashekhara is a debatable mystery, but he is believed to have newborn on 13 December 1835 in a royal family of the princely estate in the districts of Niagara. At that time, child Chandrasekhara had little scope of having any formal school education. At that time, there was no teacher who could instruct him into depth, and he was quite ignorant of any language other than Sanskrit and his mother tongue Urdu. Only his family library books written on palm leaves in Sanskrit in purely classical style was the only source of information for him. He has to content himself within the hills and jungles of the native place with the stars as his guide. At the age of 10, his uncles showed him a few how he used the tools being skillful. His instruments can be broadly classified into three categories, for instance, instruments for measuring time, versatile instruments, and armillary sphere. In the context, it will be interesting to have an idea of the instruments he was actually using. Instruments for measuring time include sundials like Chapa Yantra, Chakra Yantra, Gulandhar Yantra, and of course a clock called Swayamvara Yantra. Chakra Yantra, which measures time for an entire day. Chapa Yantra measures the time for half of a day. The instruments which were for versatile use primarily include a stick called Shanku and a shaped instrument called Manayantra. However, his most favorite instrument was the Manayantra, which readily measures angles in the sky as well as on the ground. This Siddhant Darpana of Samantha. At the age of 23, Chandrasekhara started to record his observations systematically to write in Sanskrit on palm leaves called Siddhant Darpana, which he completed at the age of 34. But it looks 30 years to get published in the Devanagari script from Kolkata. It contains 2500 number of shloks, of which 2284 are compiled by himself and the rest are due to other scholars. The impact of acclaims and elaplates on education. For his landmark achievements in the field of astronomy, he was conferred the title Mahamahopadhyay in 1893 by the British government in a special convocation ceremony held at Cuttack. He was compared with Tycho Brahe, the Danish astronomer, for his striking similarity in life and works. His treatise Siddhant Darpana earned him wide acclaim abroad. According to the general knowledge, it demonstrates the degree of accuracy which was possible in astronomical observation before the invention of telescope, and it enables us to watch as it were one of the astronomers of highly forgotten antiquity actually of his work before a study. Last but not the least, thus, I will end my words being grateful towards Chandrasekhara for his contribution in science and will let this inspiration to guide me forever. Thanks a lot for listening me.